Hello, you're watching another episode of Kelley's Outdoor Adventures, the RV Drifters. This is our Alaska 2024 series, and you're watching episode number 2. So far, since leaving Ohio 4 days ago, we've stopped at the RV Hall of Fame in Elkhart, Indiana. We went on to Indiana Dunes National Park. We made our way through downtown
brake lights in Chicago,
pulling the RV, and it was quite busy and a lot of construction. But we found ourselves over at Rockford, Illinois, and we stopped in at the ELKs Lodge, Area 392, and had dinner and drinks. And so in this episode, we're in Wisconsin at the Wisconsin Dells, and we stayed at the Christmas Mountain Village RV Resort. And the Christmas Mountain Village is open year-round. In addition to the RV park, they have cottages that you can rent. There is a restaurant with a nice pub on site. At the lodge, they have an outdoor pool and an indoor pool. And in the winter, this turns into a ski resort. Christmas Mountain. Christmas year-round. We went into town because we wanted to see what the Wisconsin Dells was all about. We found ourselves at the Riverwalk. To be real honest with you, the Riverwalk was absolutely awesome. I highly recommend everybody go do that walk. We're on the Wisconsin Dells Riverwalk. The Riverwalk just keeps going and going and going. The Wisconsin Dells Riverwalk is a half-mile paved recreational path that begins in the heart of the Dells River Arts District on Broadway. Oh, hey, is that the rock that was on that picture? Henry Hamilton Bennett, the man with the camera. Wow, this is awesome. The Dells got its popularity all the way back in the 19th century when photographer H.H. Bennett started taking photos of the sandstone cliffs. This started the driving of people to come from all over to visit to see this spectacular landscape. After getting our steps in along the Riverwalk, Debbie and I stopped in at the Riverwalk pub for lunch. The food and drinks were good, but the location and the views were absolutely awesome. And after lunch, we went off to find Mirror Lake. We heard they had some good hiking trails, and we needed to walk off our lunch. Taking a hike on at Mirror Lake State Park. What is it with people around here in loud mufflers? They all seem to... Very cool. Very, very cool. Mirror Lake is a Wisconsin state park in the Wisconsin Dells area. The park officially opened August 19th, 1966. This was a nice stop. Next, we'd heard about a pretty cool destination restaurant that we wanted to check out. The Ishnella Supper Club is located just minutes from downtown Wisconsin Dells. The restaurant is located in the middle of Mirror Lake State Park. The drive to get to the restaurant winds through hundreds of acres of meadows and forests on the edge of Mirror Lake. The restaurant's been featured on the Food Channel, and they shot a scene from the movie Public Enemies at the restaurant and lake. However, when we got there, we learned that the restaurant didn't open until 4 p.m. So we drove around the parking lot and headed back to the campground.
All right, it's pack up day. We're got a little long drive. It's probably going to take us 4 hours, but we're leaving Wisconsin Dells and we're heading to Minnesota, another new state to check off our list. I don't know what this little stuff is. You can see little black pebbles. I don't know if it's some sort of a pollen, but it's got just a little bit of a stickiness to it, and it's taking the broom to get some of it off. So we just left Wisconsin Dells and Christmas Mountain Village RV Resort, and we are en route to Ham Lake, Minnesota, and it's like on the northern edge of St. Paul, Minneapolis, St. Paul. So anyway, seems like a nice day to go for a ride.
Day 6.
Day 6, yes.
We are in a traffic jam in crossing, it says the St. Croix River, heading into Minnesota.
Never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade.
Yep, we're right downtown in the thick of it in Minneapolis.
On a Saturday.
As you fade away, as you fade away,
yeah, I'm about to fade away, 'cause every time.
And our next planned stop was to spend a couple nights at another Travel Resorts of America campground.
We've just arrived at Ham Lake Resort in Ham Lake, Minnesota, where we'll be spending the next 2 days.
Hope that's more than waterfront lane. There you go.
The lake looks a little ginky.
See anything that looks like a check-in?
Right up there.
Okay, that Ham Lake is disgusting.
That's not Ham Lake.
It says Ham Lake right out in the middle of the lake.
It does.
It does.
Okay.
Ham Lake
Resort. Okay.
Okay, hopefully Ham Lake is... There's Ham Lake over there.
Oh, there's Ham Lake. That looks much better.
Okay.
Stop. We'll go in and get checked in. I like this one. You guys are cute. You're all shaggy. You look like a shaggy alpaca.
He can't see his eye. You can't see his eyes.
Do you have ice in there, lady?
Pretty cool. They're like nibbling on next to nothing right there.
Ham Lake is a city and is considered a suburb of Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. In 1856, settlers established the town just southwest of the lake that was shaped like a ham, so they called it Ham Lake.
Good morning from Ham Lake, Minnesota. This would be the morning of day 6 on our way to Alaska. There's some nice spots down here by the lake. So that is a pull type trailer that hydraulically lowers right down onto the ground. I have never seen one of those before. That's kind of cool. That's different.
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening?
I don't know if you can see, but there are some little fish in there. Quite a few.
Blackbird.
So this Ham Lake campground is a good location just for us for passing by on 97 coming through Minneapolis, St. Paul area. It's not bad, it's okay. It's a nice family park. Good morning, it's pack up day. I know you hear that a lot. We are leaving Ham Lake in Minnesota. This was a 2-night stay. It rained this morning. I never like bringing in the slides right after rain. I don't know. I just rather not have it rain when I bring them in. But got Willie a car wash, and the wax looks like it has beaded up nicely. There's a it turned out pretty good. So with a nicely washed Willie, we'll get her hooked up to Nilly, and we'll be on the road shortly. So we still have to do our tear down chores, and we'll be on the road.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until
The remnants of a bad accident in Elk River, Minnesota. And we're driving right alongside the Mississippi River. We will eventually cross it up upstream a few more miles. Check out that water tower up there. It looks kind of
Elk River.
Elk River. That's a cute little town, actually.
try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
I think
You fade away.
we're getting ready to cross the Mississippi River.
As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with thought again.
It's called Big Lake, Minnesota, and that is a big lake.
It's one of the 10,000 lakes. Finally, we have come to the Mississippi River and we're going to be crossing it. Oh, that wasn't it.
That was an awful small river.
No, we're not there yet. Here it is. Okay.
There's your sign.
There it is. Mississippi River.
We are officially west of the Mississippi.
Not yet.
Oh,
We're in the Mississippi.
in the Mississippi.
Now we will be officially west of the Mississippi. Woohoo! We are coming into another of Minnesota's 10,000 lakes. This is Detroit Lakes. We're spending the night here. It's very large. Take out that please in your editing. We are spending the night here at Forest Hills Golf Resort on Detroit Lake.
So here we are, getting ready to leave. I can't remember where I'm at this morning, but I'll insert it here, or if we haven't already. Here we are once again in the rain. You can see the moisture in the rain. It's still sprinkling this morning, but we're tearing up. God, I really hate tearing down and putting things in the rain. It sucks, but we're doing a black tank flush. We have full hookups. This is the last time we'll have full hookups, I think, for like 5 or even 6 days. And so, along with the full black tank flush, of course, I've got my, starts out right here. I got my Y for the fresh tank and the filter, and then I have the other one going this way for my black tank, so we don't interrupt the inside water consumption. But once we get this black tank done, we'll put that away. We'll get the hoses we'll put away. I'll shut down the fresh water, put all that away, and then take the sewer hose out, and should be about ready at that point. We will have to hook up. You see, had to sit that way down on the ground, well, much lower than the truck, in order to get us level. But we did get level, which was nice. It's always nice when you have level. Anyway, this is going to be a long day. I think 240 miles, 230 miles. I don't remember. Yeah, it's going to be a long day. It should be fairly easy driving, other than it looks like for the first hour or so we're going to be in rain. On our trek to Alaska, our next stop is Bismarck, South Dakota.
Turn left onto Business Loop East. National Buffalo Recalculation. So we're in Jamestown, North Dakota, and we're heading to the largest buffalo. World's largest buffalo. Was just 7 minutes off the highway, so we decided to take it. It's up there on the hill.
The world's largest buffalo.
Hopefully, we'll see a live buffalo while we're at Theodore Roosevelt National Park tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow. I don't know if this is RV friendly.
I'm watching.
Looks pretty cool.
Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
RV parking.
Is there? Oh, that's
Yes.
the RV park. Okay.
Turn at the church.
Okay.
Ooh, Jamestown. It said by the church.
Oh, okay.
Go to the church. Little historic town.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong.
Frontier town, but where'd the buffalo go?
Canadian flag, and that I don't think is the, maybe that's the state flag of North Dakota, but
As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
we stopped here in Jamestown, North Dakota to see the world's largest buffalo. Dakota Thunder is what they named it. And it looks pretty big.
Couple miles off of I-94 in Jamestown, North Dakota. The world's largest buffalo. Bison.
Bison. Buffalo? Bison. Large, it says, sign says
Buffalo.
buffalo, yeah.
Largest buffalo. I'm not sure that lady was right.
I am not thinking she was either. Wow. He is big though. It's a he. It is definitely a he. Oh, there are buffalo. You could probably zoom them if you had your camera. Looking right across over there. Straight across eyesight.
Stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
And this is how they made this buffalo. It's all metal. In 1959, they wanted a tourist attraction for Jamestown once the I-94 highway completed. And so they built this buffalo as a tourist attraction.
60 tons of concrete, 26 feet tall, 14 feet wide, 46 feet long.
And its name is Dakota Thunder.
When we were here, we learned that this place is actually a harvest host, and we could have stayed here. Then we saw this just a few miles down the road.
This is Salem Sioux, a large Holstein cow in New Salem, North Dakota. Coming into Bismarck, North Dakota. We'll be staying at the Bismarck ELKs Lodge tonight.
And we made it to Bismarck.
All right, so we made it to the Elks in Bismarck, ELKs Lodge in Bismarck, and it is lodge number 1199, or so the sign says up there, ELKs Lodge 1199. The building looks huge. We'll go in here shortly and check it out. We're getting the RV set up, kind of getting things ready because we'll be here for the night. I like getting here when it's dry. I like getting here early enough so we can check out the area, and hopefully they have dinner here tonight, but they might not. If they don't, we'll run down the road. So, all right, check this out. This is the front of the ELKs Lodge. I like it. That's pretty cool. We need to get back and get inside before rains hit, because it looks like they're coming. ELKs Lodge, Bismarck. And looking across, there's Willie and Nilly in the parking lot. A little close to the road, but hey, we can stay here for free, so it's pretty cool. And yes, we set up Starlink. I don't know if you can see it there or not. Maybe that'll help a little bit, but I love that. I love our setup. I love the way we can just set it on top of the slide, run the wire down. Remember, I finished this off when we were in Belmont, Texas, at the Alligator Pine Tree Lodge in Belmont, Texas. It was a harvest host, and we finished this off. We started this this whole thing in Texas. Galveston Island is where we installed the majority of this, but yeah, it's this thing has been working flawlessly. Highly recommend anybody who's looking, especially if you're heading to Alaska, as we are in the midst of. This setup works great.
In the early and mid 1880s, Theodore Roosevelt lived in Medora, North Dakota.
The Teddy Roosevelt Bar.
And during his travels, it is said that he often stopped and sat at this bar. And sometime between 1961 and 1966, the ELKs Lodge purchased the massive mahogany bar, and later split the bar into two pieces and had one in North Dakota and in another ELKs Lodge in South Dakota. I felt privileged to have the chance to sit at the same bar as Theodore Roosevelt and have a beer in his honor. And we also met some new friends there and got some good ideas on what to do when we get to the national park tomorrow. And we ended up moving to the lower lounge area, and they had some type of karaoke going on.
Good morning. Had a good night's stay here at the Elks. It was a ball. The party last night, I say party, it's a karaoke, kind of a karaoke for musicians coming in and playing. We did stay in the parking lot here last night. It was not a harvest host, but Elks members can stay in a lot of the ELKs Lodge parking lots across the country. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And that was neat. It was a little noisy, but you know what? free is okay. So wouldn't want to do this every night. This was a good stay. Just kind of back up here and let you see Willie and Nilly there. Nice crisp morning. The furnace ran a little bit last night, but not a lot. I don't know, it got down into the 40s, I suppose, more around 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But we're getting up. We are going to head to Medora.
Crossing the Missouri River in North Dakota. Heading in Bismarck, North Dakota. We are heading to, there's downtown Bismarck back there. One tall building. We are heading today to Theodore Roosevelt National Park and staying for 2 nights in the national park.
And as soon as we entered the national park from the east, we saw buffalo.
Is that a buffalo? Yes, that is a buffalo.
Ah, look at that.
Pretty.
Little.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. Kind of has that Badlands feel to it, doesn't it?
The
The
painted
painted canyon?
canyon.
The first welcome center is the Painted Canyon Nature Trails area. We stopped and immediately saw buffalo. But I think I'm going to bring this video to an end here, and we will go over the Theodore Roosevelt National Park in more detail next week.
Very cool.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized.
When we took this selfie, we did have to watch where we stepped.
Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world.
See you here next week. Cheers, everybody.